Hello, welcome back to more Let's Play Gun.Smoke Blind. In the last one, we beat the first level, and, yeah, we killed the rifle dude or whatever. I forget his name. But, yeah, he was able to, just lay down on the ground and, avoid our attacks. I wonder if we're gonna get to learn to do that. I doubt it. They have to make it so, you know, they're not gonna make it easy on you, by letting you just duck whenever you don't want to get hit, right? I still don't know which of these I should get. I mean, maybe this would be a super, you know, Magnums are usually pretty good. In, Resident Evil 4, it was, it was a really good gun. Let's just do it, I guess. I don't know. Oops. I was trying to exit, but I got that too, I guess. Okay, so do I actually have to switch? I do. Oops. Boy, it sounds like the Bionic Commando sound. And I was just checking the footage of the last one, and a lot of the sound effects, sound like, oh, I can't switch to it because I don't have any bullets in it. Alright, fair enough. It reminds me of Bionic Commando, the top-down sections. I mean, granted, the art's a little bit different, but the sound effects are pretty close to the same, actually. But, yeah, I was just... Oops, is that... Okay, I don't know why collecting a cow skull would be death, but you never know. This is a video game, you never know, or it could just kill you by touching it. There's another one. Does that subtract points or something? I have no idea. Oops. Apparently I walked right into that. Yeah, that was not my best showing. Alright, anyway. So is this 4 Magnum bullets, I wonder? Oh, also the wanted thingy is more expensive now. That's not good. Let's just buy... I mean, I can afford them. Let me just... Holy shit. Okay, it said ×4, but each one... That's actually a lot of shots. Let's just try... Let's see what this does. Oh, man. That is a lot of shots. I still missed that one dude somehow. I mean, are there ever going to be so many dudes where this is, necessary? I mean, this is nice, but is it... I mean, I don't mind aiming a little bit, right? I feel like this isn't necessary. Let's, switch back. I mean, we still have a dual shot, so it's not, if it was, single, then maybe, but I don't know. Oh, and also we can just still find bullets. And here's some more. Are each one of those 25? Actually, I think 120 is probably the max, if I had to guess. But yeah, I don't know why this game is called Gun.Smoke. It almost seems like a line of, computer code. Or something. Maybe they just, I don't know. I'm not a computer program expert. I learned that when I was in 7th grade, is when I took, Tech Ed. I don't know if they have that in other places, but in Oklahoma, we had a class called Tech Ed. And basically, you work with a partner, and you go to a module, and you just, learn a skill, sorta. You just, play around with it. One of them was, you could, learn how to, program a robotic arm. And so then you're just, learning about it and stuff, and then you have to do, these little tasks, and then you're actually graded on... I think you have to make it so it, picks up a thing. What you do is you program it, then you, call the teacher over, and then you're alright... And then you have it, pick up a block, and, set it down, and then you're alright, cool, I did it, and then, that's, part of your grade or whatever, and then you, learn a little bit more, then you call the teacher over again, and then you're alright, well, here, now we got it to pick up a block, and then we got it to pick another block up and stack it on top of the other block, you know, etc., and then... So even if you don't get really good at it, you can still get, a C if you're, sorta good at it, you know? But, yeah, it was not... Actually, that one I think we did okay at, but the very first one I did, it was like a Lego... Oh, okay, do I want any of this? I don't think so. It was like a stoplight made of Legos. It had, a red, yellow, and green light, and you had to, learn to program it. And it was one of those computers with, the green, Game Boy screen. And, yeah, it was old as shit. And, you had to... somehow program a computer, and I was just oh my gosh, I've never done anything like this before. And it started off pretty easy. It got pretty... Actually, I think you had to, use the Legos to, Oh shit, I hesitated. I wasn't sure if I wanted to grab the thing or not. I mean, I knew I wanted it. I wasn't sure if I should go for it. Okay, so do we actually start right where we die? That's nice, actually. So the first one was like the stoplight, and then that one was like easy. Then you move on to like something harder. And I think we only made it to like the second one out of like 4 or 5 we were supposed to do. Well, because I think this was like my first experience. Actually, I had a couple of them. But that was the first one I did at the beginning of my 7th grade year, so it's the most memorable. Where you had to work with a partner, and then, like, I mean, obviously, I don't know, y'all worked with partners, right? Where you ever work with a partner, and then they just, like, suck? That's kind of what happened. And then to actually, like, to have to pull, like, it's designed to be, like, a 2-man job, and then when you're just doing it all by yourself, it just, it's hard to get through it, So I think I got a C on that one. There was another one where I flat out got an F because the other person just couldn't be bothered to like show up for school. It was my partner was one of those kind of people. Like they weren't like a bad kid. They just didn't have I don't know. It was weird. Like I never understood the concept of just like not going to school. Like for me, that thought never crossed my mind. But apparently there was people that there was just like they weren't super well behaved, but they weren't like really that troublesome either. They just farted around. They just didn't do their work and stuff. But they weren't like bullies or anything. I mean, somewhat, not all of them were. But yeah, there was one time where I just got a fucking F because the other dude just sucked. I'm trying to think what that was. I don't remember what that module was. I remember that was like my first F like ever. I mean, there had been times where is this level looping? I think I remember the levels looping. I did see this. I watched them play this on Game Grumps. What am I supposed to do to make the boss appear, I wonder? Oh, I probably needed to collect that stupid wanted poster, right? That makes the boss appear, right? Okay. This person doesn't have it. The female character has it, I believe, right? Okay, so when I couldn't decide if I should go for it or not, and I ended up getting killed, I should have just gone for it. Yeah, that was a weird situation. Okay, is it in this one? Nope. Like, I wasn't sure if I should go for it or not, and I couldn't decide what to do, and I ended up just dying. Alright, we'll just pick it up from you. Okay. There was one, actually, I didn't, like, cheat in school. Like, hardly ever. Like, I mean, like, well... In 10th grade, I think I let someone cheat off of me. Like, a time or two. But in terms of, I was pretty honest for the most part. And, but there was one where one of the modules was like a problem-solving module. And do I have to use it in the menu? Nope, okay. Basically what it was is that you played like a physics-based game or whatever. It was a fun game, but you just had to, like, I forget what you had to do. Like, you had to get like a marble to the goal or something, and there was like physics-based things, and you could put in like springboards and ramps and little boosters, and you had to just like, figure it out. And I was with this guy named, actually I remember his name, but I won't say his last name. His name was Andrew. He was kind of like Torvald from Hey Arnold. Like, he wasn't like a bad kid. I mean, he kind of was, but he wasn't like malevolent or anything. He like hung out with the bad kids, but he wasn't like, he was like the tag-along bad kid. He was like the guy that, he like hung around the bad kids, but he himself wasn't, like, he never like beat people up or anything. And he was my partner, and he was not, like, basically what it was, there was you could warp between levels. You could warp to any level you want or whatever. And we were told, like, the game just lets you do that. And we asked if we got like stuck on a level, and we asked if we could warp past it, and they said no, you have to play the levels sequentially. They wouldn't let us beat it or skip past it. And what we would do, like, we got graded every like 5 levels or every 6 levels or something like that. We would have to show that we beat it, and then we'd have like the teacher like sign off that we did it or whatever, and then you would that would be your grade. And what we would do That shit got pretty hard, and then with me, like, you know, having this not super smart kid as a partner, like, we weren't able to work together very well, and we were just two separate, like, groups of people, you know, like, we're from two separate groups. I was from, like, the shy, didn't really talk that much, kid, so, like, he was essentially wasn't helpful at all, so basically we went to the final level before we were supposed to get that set of levels signed off. We would beat that level and then call the teacher over and then say we beat it and they signed it off, because there was no way to, like, verify or whatever if we actually beat the other levels. So the fact that I distinctly remember we only got a C on it. So the fact that we only got a C on it means that they didn't think we were cheating, because otherwise we would have blown through it too easily or whatever. Yeah, that was it for that story. What was I talking about that? Oh, I was talking about the computer programming, because Gun.Smoke looked like a compute line in computer code. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so basically I just yacked about that the whole episode. That's fine. We did beat a level, though. This level looks like Metal Gear. The ground doesn't really look like it, but the grass sort of looks like it, where it's grass, but you can't walk through it or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna play Metal Gear on the channel at some point. I played that a lot as a kid, and I only beat it. I beat it once. I'm pretty good at it, like, just playing. Once you get the handgun, and it gets way easier. Then you just rescue some dudes, and then you get, like, a good amount of life, and then all you have to do is not shoot any hostages, and then you can carry a bunch of rations, and you got a fuckload of life. It actually gets easier, so I don't foresee any problems. I'll just have to wander around, and I don't have, like, the map memorized or anything. But, you know, I could just cut if I get lost or whatever, and we can meet back. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next episode, and y'all have a great day. Bye.